the streamers will be here tonight to spend time with us, everybody. So, this is a featured show, so there's a few rules I want to go over quickly. One, there's no cussing, swearing, or otherwise ratchety behavior that will be accepted in the next hour. You can ask the special guest questions about their pets in the comments, and if it's an appropriate question, I will ask your question to them. So don't feel like you can't ask somebody a question because you absolutely can. Secondly, if you're here, thank you for your time being here. We want you to have a good experience over the next hour. So the way we do things here on Meow and Me is that we get started with something called pet trivia, and then we go from pet trivia to my first special guest. And then from my first special guest, we go to pet of the week. And then we do my second special guest. And then at the end with Nashi, we do pet in the news. And then we wrap up for the night. So that's how this next hour will look for you if you're staying here for the next hour. In which any case, I am so happy that you are and taking your time out of your night to be here. Thank you, Nashi, for all the spotlights and the gifts. I appreciate every gift. I might not be able to say thank you for every gift as it comes through tonight, but that's because it's featured. I still see your gifts. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Nashi. Welcome in, everybody. I'm so happy that you're here tonight. Now, we're going to get started with a little pet trivia. I'm going to mix it up. It's going to be a little bit of cats and it's going to be a little bit of horse, okay? So my first question of the night is the smallest horse on record, thank you, Colorado girl, it was how high? How tall was the smallest horse on record? Was it 2 feet? Was it a foot and a half? Was it 1 foot? Which one was it? I see 2 feet. Is it 2 feet? No, it was not 2 feet. Was it a foot and a half? Oh, wait. Oh, it was a foot and a half. Sorry. I pushed the wrong button. It's a 17.5 inches tall. Its name was Thumbelina. Its name was Thumbelina, and it was 17.5 inches tall. And that is the smallest horse on record. Yeah. That part. Okay. The highest jump on record made by a horse consisted of how many feet in the air? A highest jump on record made by a horse. Was it 6 feet? Was it 8 feet? Or was it 10 feet? 6, 8, or 10 are your options. What do you have to say? 6, 8, or 10? I mean, you guys are, I see 6. Is 6? No. I see 10. Is it 10? No. It is 8 feet. Yes, you got it. It is 8 feet. The record for the highest jump of a horse was 8 feet. All right. Now you're like, okay, I'm not doing so great with these horses, right? You can, Haley. You can. Well, let's do this. What about the world's heaviest cat? What was the world's heaviest cat? How much did it weigh? Did it weigh 53 pounds? Did it weigh 41 pounds? Was it 47 pounds or 59? Which do you think the world's heaviest cat weighed? 41? Nope. 59? Nope. 47? 47 is the correct answer. The heaviest cat on record, his name was Hemi. It was a tabby from Queensland, Australia. He weighed nearly 47 pounds. Sadly, he died of respiratory failure at the age of 10 years old. Yeah. That's a rough situation. What is the fastest recorded sprinting speed of a horse? What is the fastest recorded sprinting speed of a horse? Is it 45 miles per hour? Is it 55 miles per hour? Or was it 59 miles per hour? What was the fastest recorded speed of a horse? I see somebody saying it was definitely 55. Is that correct? Oh, you are correct. Hello, Joe. 55 miles per hour was the fastest recording speed of a horse. That is incredibly fast. That is crazy. Okay, that's crazy. What cartoon cat is buddies with a dog named Odie? What cartoon cat is buddies with a dog named Odie? Is it Felix? Is it Garfield? Is it Heathcliff? I see a lot of Garfield. It's hard to fool you guys. Okay, Garfield it is. The Garfield comic strip was created by Jim Davis, and it has spawned animated television shows all over, 2 animated television series, and 2 theatrical full-length live-action CGI animated films. Isn't that wild? All about a cat and a dog named Odie. Imagine that. Okay, what about this? How old was the oldest horse on the record? How old was the oldest horse? How old did the oldest horse live to be? Did the oldest horse live to be 65, 62, or 60? What do you think the oldest living horse was? 65, 62, or 60? Oh, I see a lot of people saying, Kitty, I think that it was 60 years old. Is it 60? Is it 60 years old? No, it's not. So that leaves 62 or 65. This is a split. I don't know. Who will know? Is it 62? It is 62. Yes, it was. Old Billy was the horse's name. Old Billy was the horse's name. He lived to a ripe old age of 62 years old. Yes, sirree. And that is the oldest horse on record. Yes, it is. It's the oldest horse on record. That's, you're welcome. Okay. You're welcome for knowing that. A big bad saving clue. How fast can cats run? How fast can cats run? Does anybody know? Is it 20 miles per hour? Is it 40 miles per hour? Is it 30 miles per hour? Or is it 50? 20, 40, 30, 50. How fast can these cats run? I see a lot of people saying 30. Is the answer 30? Yes, it is. House cats can run at top speeds of 30 miles per hour. This is comparable maximum running speed to those of a white-tailed deer, warthogs, and, well, grizzly bears. It is also the top speed achieved by track star Usain Bolt, if you were ever wondering. But maybe you weren't. Maybe you weren't, but there you go. Thank you for the gift, Renee. All right. How many times are cats mentioned in the Hebrew Bible? Is it 12? Is it 0? Is it 27 or 49? How many times? I see a lot of 0. Is it 0, Kitty? Is it 12? What is it? 12? No, it's not 12. Is it 0? Oh, it is 0. Cats are never mentioned in the Bible, although they are mentioned in the book of Baruch, which is found in something completely different in the Vulgate Bible, but not in the Hebrew Bible, okay? Now, here, let's find out about this. How heavy was the largest horse on record? How heavy, how many pounds was the largest horse on record? Was it weighing 3,200 pounds? Did it weigh 3,360 pounds? Or did it weigh 3,390 pounds? How heavy was the heaviest horse on record? I see a 50-50 split. You guys are like, I'm not falling for this. What do you think it is? Is it 3,360? It sure is. The horse's name was Samson. Yes, it was. Samson the horse. And he is the largest horse on record. And he weighed 3,360 pounds. 3,360 pounds. That is a very, very big horse. Okay. That is a huge horse. Thank you, Aaron C. Okay. That's a big, big boy for a horse. I don't know what kind of horse he is because I did not look. Who was the first cat launched into outer space? Was it Felix? Was it Laika? Was it Veronique or was it Felicity? Which cat was the very first cat launched into space? I see some Laika. I see some Felix. So it's Veronique or Felicity. Who wants to take Team Felicity? Who wants Team Veronique? Garfield is not a choice. Felicity. I see somebody who's willing to go out Team Felicity. Let's go. Then you would be correct. On October 8th, 1963, on the French rocket Veronique, AGI 47, Felicity, a black and white female cat found literally on the streets of Paris, was launched into space. The non-orbital flight lasted 15 minutes, and it reached a height of 97 miles. Felicity was safely recovered after the capsule parachuted back to Earth, and the British press at the time named her the Astro Cat. That part. Hi, Zach. Welcome in, everybody, to Meow and Me. My first special guest, if you're ready, please request the box. I'm just ready for you. Then I know you're ready to go, and we will get started with my first special guest tonight. This is our last question of the night. Okay, this is the last question of the night. What is the term used for a offspring of a horse and a donkey? Is it a gelding? A gelding? Is it a gelding? Is it a calf or is it a mule? The offspring of a horse and a donkey. Is it a gelding, a calf, or a mule? I see. What do we got here? We got some calf. Is it a calf? No. Is it a mule? Oh wait, I hit the wrong button. It is a mule. Okay, it is a mule. That is the offspring of a horse and a donkey. You get a mule. Okay, you get one mule. Okay, that's it for pet trivia this week. I hope you learned something. Maybe you didn't, maybe you did, but I hope you had fun while we did it. Okay, so let me get my first special guest in the box tonight. Here's Haley, everybody. Hello, Haley. Okay, so Haley, I'm so happy that you're here. Now, we are talking about what kind of pet for you.
So I have horses.
You are a horse owner. Now, tell me about your horses. How many do you own?
I just bought some more. Hold on. 8, I think.
You have 8 altogether.
Yeah.
Okay. And then why do you get horses? Like, what is it that you love about these horses that you get them?
I got them. So the story behind the first horse that I bought is I was going through a lot of mental health crises at the time.
Okay.
So I went out and I found this horse, and it's just like it was like just clicked.
Okay.
So it just all my mental health issues just went away.
Wow.
So that was the story behind the first one that I bought. So it's like when I got her, it made it all better. So then she's actually, since I got her, she's had 2 babies.
Wow.
And then I ended up buying the other ones because I also compete. So I go all over the Canada and all that, and I go to the US.
Wow. So you're traveling with horses too.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So what was your first horse's name, Haley?
So the very first horse I ever got, her name's Sky, and
Okay.
that's the one I sent you a picture of.
Yeah.
She's only turning 6, so she's not that old.
No, she's young, a young
Yeah.
horse. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
They're all quarter
Wow.
horses, so they're all bred for like cattle work and stuff like that.
Okay. So explain to people, because they're probably a little more like me who have a cat or a dog and know nothing
Yeah.
about the horse. Um, what is cattle work? Like what does that
So
mean?
they were bred to like herd cattle along the field and stuff like that. So
Okay.
they're meant to like go out there if you need to doctor cows or something like that. They go there and they keep the cows away from you while you're working on the other cow.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
that's what they're bred for.
So they're doing like kind of like the work of kind of like a toddler does with your other toddler and your cookie
Yeah.
dinner. I don't know. Like I don't know.
I guess that's the best way to look at it.
Maybe something like that. I don't know. So, but they're working class horses, so
Yeah.
they work and do some of the rough stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So you bought the horse kind of like just because you were like, I think I'm gonna try having a horse.
Well,
Um,
I had been riding since I was 9,
okay.
but it's just I had to so the one horse I had, I didn't have him very long. I unfortunately had to put him down. So it's like I went through a lot of issues after that because then a week later my grandpa died, and then a week after that I had to put my dog down.
Oh my God.
So,
This is a wow. This is a lot. That's a
yeah.
lot. And then you've been riding horse since you were 9 years old,
Yeah.
though. So you were raised around horses, is what I'm hearing. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much because all my friends always had horses when I was growing up too. So I did that, and I went for lessons, and
Sure.
I compete now and stuff like that. And
Ooh. Okay, so there's something very interesting. So you're competing with Sky?
yeah, yeah, I start with her this year.
Wow. Now, what goes into training a horse to compete?
Um,
Thank you, Ace.
a lot of money.
Okay.
Like I probably dropped about $15,000 into paying a trainer to train her.
Okay.
So it gets a lot of money, but at the end of it, it's rewarding because they can do what you want without you having to fight them through it, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah.
And then like the trainer goes and helps do the things that I don't know how to teach them how to do.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Well, you've got some pictures of Sky, I think, and some of your horses to share with us, right?
Yeah.
Can we see those pictures so everybody has an idea of who we're talking about or what we're talking about? If you're coming into Meow and Me, welcome in. This is Haley. We're talking about our horsies. They're I think they're called the regular horses, not
I,
horsies. But I like call them horsies because I'm a rookie.
yeah,
So
they can be called anything. I have a habit of calling them ponies. They're not ponies. They're bigger than that.
they're big horsies. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's good. Thank you for the favorite. While she's looking those up, please hit her with a favorite. Just click on her name and you can hit her with a favorite right now. You don't have to wait until the end of her thing. Feel free to do that. Let's take a look, Haley.
I just had to load into my computer.
Oh, okay, they're loading up. Okay, so if you're coming in, so Haley's got horses. She's got 7 horses. Her first horse was named Sky. It's a quarter horse, which means that it's a working horse. It does things around the farm or the cattle, like does stuff around farm and cattling and stuff like that, or whatever you call farming. I don't know, ranching. You know, that part, right? So they're busy doing their thing, running around, getting the calves herded and harrowed around. So which is good, that helps them a lot. So um hello everybody, welcome in. And you grew up around horses, which is different than some people. Some
Yeah.
people didn't grow up around a horse, know how to ride a horse. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of like worry when it comes to working with an animal that's much larger than them, right? That can be very scary. Thank you for the
Yeah.
gift. Well, thank you for the favorites.
Now, with the whole, working around them, that's part of the reason why we pay these trainers so much money.
Okay.
Is because these trainers go and they make sure that these horses don't have the chance of hurting somebody because they're well handled.
Okay. That's important. That's
Yeah.
important.
Oh my gosh, I got so many pictures here.
Well, the good part is that there's lots of pictures. The what do you do to stable a horse? Do you stable them at your house? Do they live with you? Do you have
No,
to?
so we do what we call boarding, I guess, is the easiest way to describe it.
Okay.
So somebody else owns the farm, and then I pay as like a set fee to keep them each there.
Okay.
All right. Here's some pictures of some of them. So
Okay.
that right there, that's one of her babies.
Okay. This is your first horse?
That's her baby right there. That's her
Okay.
first
What's
baby.
that one's name?
So she didn't actually have a name because she was up for sale. So she's still, oh my God, what the heck is going on? Technically unnamed.
Okay. She's really pretty.
And
Let's
then
see.
there's one of the other babies.
Oh, wow. What is her name?
He doesn't have a name right now because he's only 4 months old.
Thank you for the jet. Woo! Fancy.
And then that one right there, that's Sky right there.
That's your first horse.
Yeah, that's Sky right there. And then
Mhm.
that beside is the other one's mother, the one that I just showed you.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Her name's Honey.
Honey. Okay.
She's older. She's 20, I think, this year.
Sure. She's an older horse.
That might be the baby again. And here's Sky's second baby.
Okay. Okay. And then do you keep all of the babies or what do you do with the babies?
So it really depends because I bred her the first couple times because I needed to see what she was going to produce for when
Okay.
she's older.
Thank
So
you,
that I
God.
know. That was the pony that I had. I sold him to a family with kids, though.
Okay, gotcha. Kind of get them acclimated to having a larger animal around
Yeah.
themselves. That makes sense for sure. Yeah. That pony and I have the same color eyes. No.
Well,
So so with Sky rather, what do you feed Sky? Do you have to give them a certain diet?
well, she's on the hay. She's on the She does get grain, but it's only to make sure that she stays fat.
Okay. And I'm assuming like you're saying they are trained, so you're doing competitions with them. What kind of competitions are you doing with them, Haley?
Um, I do something we call reining.
What is that? Oh.
So it's a competition where we see who can do the biggest sliding stops, the fastest spins, and all sorts of other stuff.
Wait, what do you mean sliding stops? Like where they're
So
running
I
and then all they stop with their legs out in front of them?
yeah, so I go as fast as I can, then I ask for the stop, and they put their back legs underneath them, and they paddle themselves across the arena for about 20 or 30 feet.
Wild. That wild. I love that. That's wild. And that's called raining?
Yeah.
Okay, what else? And what else did you call? What else do you do?
And I also do something called reined cow horse. So
What's
it's a
that?
mixture of that, but at the same time I work a cow in the arena. So I have to make the cow go to where I want it to go.
Oh my God. And you do this all with your horse.
Yeah. All with the same horse.
How long have you been doing that, Haley?
Um, I started the reined cow horse maybe a year ago.
That's very, very, very interesting. I love that. Um, so so let's just talk a little bit about you. Like you said
Yeah.
something that was really interesting. I mean we will run across. I should have done more time. I'm very interested in horses. Um together. If you're coming into Meow and Me, welcome in. Please favorite Haley. She's my first special guest of the night. In order to take the box, you have to be a special guest. This is a featured show called Meow and Me. Meow means make each one wanted. We are an all inclusive pet show, not just cats. Some people think it's just cats. No, it's not. It's every kind of pet. So, would you give up having horses for $1 million, Haley?
No.
That's a lot. That says a lot right there.
Yeah.
It says so much. And you said that they really kind of helped change your life.
Yeah.
What, in
It's
what
because,
ways did they change your life?
well, you know when you're having like problems, like doesn't matter what the problem is, and you need someone around, but you don't need them to talk back to you.
Sure.
You just need them to be there to almost listen.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. So the
Ah.
horses listen to what you're saying, but at the same time, they don't judge how you're feeling and
Mm-hmm.
they don't point fingers.
Yeah. Yeah, they're non-judgmental. They're there for you to
Yeah.
be with you. And that's really important. You're talking about something that's valuable for even to find in a human being, much less in our pets as well. That's why people feel like our pets are part of our families. Exactly why, you
Yeah.
know? So, if you had one thing to recommend, because we're at the end of our time together, right?
Yeah.
If you had one thing to recommend, Haley, about somebody who was thinking about buying a horse or getting into horse ownership, what would be the thing that you would tell people?
If they want to do something like that, they should really consider finding a place that does lessons. Because
Okay.
doing the lessons is what got me into it and what made me learn even how to look after everything.
Wow. I did not know that. So lessons are really what kind of what gave you the bite,
Yeah.
where you were like, yeah, I'm gonna start doing this. Interesting, Haley. Well, okay. Now tell us when do you stream? Do you stream on this app? When do
Yeah,
you
I
stream?
I do stream. Since the weather's been so bad, like I normally go out and stream actually the horses when I ride them.
Mm-hmm.
But just because the weather's been bad and I mean I live in Canada. That is self-explanatory.
Yeah,
I
it's
haven't been
cold.
able to do that lately just because we've had a lot of snow the last couple weeks and freezing rain.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's yeah. You're not gonna go out in the bitter cold for sure.
Yeah, and it's not fair to them either to make them work when it's that cold outside because gotta look after their lungs and everything. So
Okay. And then you're streaming at nights then or during the day right
um,
now?
mine's flexible, so I do during the day and nighttime.
Gotcha. Okay. So people can catch you. I mean, if somebody's interested in horses, you guys hit her
Yeah.
with the favorite. She when she's streaming, she sounds like she's got downtime right now because it's cold in Canada. So hit her with a favorite. Go check and ask her some questions. There are some people in the comments who are saying like, "Hey, I've got horses. I've got horses.
Yeah,
I want to talk about horses." Right? This is a
yeah.
perfect time for you to connect with Haley, who knows about horses, versus Kitty, who knows nothing about horses. Hit her with a favorite. Thank you. You guys, we're moving into my second special segment. It's called Pet of the Week. Now, Pet of the Week, you're like, who is your Pet of the Week, Kitty? Well, let's get it out. Thank you, Rob in Hood. Please make sure you hit my special gifters with favorites. Pacific, Robin Hood, Nashi. Please make sure you hit them all with a favorite, you guys. And let's see who my special guest or pet of the week is. Woo, look at here. This is our pet of the week. This is Benny. He's a Siamese kitty. And Sammy Pumpkin, streamer Sammy Pumpkin, owns Benny, the kitty cat. If you've seen, you can search her up. You can search her up and go check her out and find Benny with Sammy Pumpkin. But they are our special pet of the week. Look at this adorable cat. Look at him. He's such a cute cutie. We love kitties. And that is, once again, that is Sammy Pumpkin's kitty cat named Benny. If you have a pet and you're like, Kitty, can I be your pet of the week? Yes, you can't be, but your pet can. Just send in a picture of your pet to my Instagram and let me know their name, and we will get them on as my special pet of the week. And I can't wait to see who you send me in my DMs. Okay, now I'm ready for my second special guest, OG Lucky, and her cat. Let's invite her in. Hello, Quinn. Hello, welcome in, everybody. So OG Lucky is coming in next. Thank you, Rob. OG Lucky.
Hi.
OG Lucky, who do you have for us to visit today?
Skippy. Well, he don't know what Skippy looks like.
Hi, Skippy.
He doesn't
And
really say
how
hi.
old is Skippy, OG Lucky?
I don't know really. I think he's around 11, but when I got him, I didn't know how old he was at the time.
Tell us how you got Skippy.
My aunt was at a party or a barbecue kind of thing and heard a cat meowing and made her boyfriend climb up a tree and get him. And it was Skippy. And then he needed a home, and I needed a cat, and he came to my house.
Aw, so your aunt made her boyfriend climb a tree and go get a cat. This sounds
Yeah.
this sounds like most of my relationships I've ever been in. Go fetch me this
Yeah.
kitty cat. No, okay. Maybe not. Okay. So you've had Skippy ever since that time. And which
Yeah.
was at least what, 11 years ago, or how
Yeah.
long?
It'll be like 11 years. I think it's 11 years this August, I think.
11 years this
Yeah.
August. So, whew.
Around there.
So, I mean, Skippy's basically the same age as a child at this point.
Yeah, some children are 11. Some.
They are. I'm like, well, I mean, it's true. It takes a long time to grow an old cat. That's what I heard. So, Skippy is 11, Jessica. 11.
Yeah, he's around 11. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, what has life been like with Skippy as an elderly kitty cat?
Interesting. Um, he's a real good cat. He's real lovable. I've never really had a cat so lovable before. All my cats have been lovable except for one, but he's like super lovable. And I'm sick. I have cancer, and when I have like downtime or whatever, I'm sick for a week or down for he just sleeps with me and lays with me. He curls like this. He's always on my left arm. This is like all day. He'd sit like this all day every day if I let him do it, and he'll lay on it in bed. So he's a really good cat for the most part.
And what kind of things does Skippy do that is are cute or funny things?
Um, he meows a lot. And he's funny to me, like just his personality and his reactions to things. Um, but he doesn't play a lot. He kind of, believe it or not, he's really lazy for being so small and little. You'd think he'd be hyper. He's not. He's pretty. He doesn't really play with toys. He has toys. He doesn't like them. He just mostly likes to sleep and meow a lot about stuff.
I mean, do you think
But
when he's meowing at you, he's telling you to feed him?
sometimes it's that, but most of the time he just wants treats. Like he wants treats from the time he wakes up in the morning till the time he goes to sleep, and I have to buy the big, huge jugs of treats because I tried to take him off treats to quit it, but that didn't work. So I just end up giving him more treats. So he gets treats like throughout the day, all day, every day. That's all he eats is treats and canned cat food. He won't eat dry canned food anymore unless he's like really hungry. He will not
Oh,
touch the dry
wow.
food.
No dry food for Skippy. Man,
Yeah.
um, so what are some of the things that Skippy does that are not so cute?
He's not a mouser at all. He will not catch mice. Um, he the meowing's not really so cute. It's annoying. Um, he likes to lay on the Xbox right in front of the TV when I'm playing Xbox, so I can't play. That gets annoying, and he won't get down. He just got down and left now. And that's it. I don't know. That's about it. He's pretty not uneventful. You know what I mean? Pretty uneventful.
Yeah, if you're just coming into Meow and Me, this is a featured show on the app. We're gonna try to refrain from telling anything that is too ratchety in this next 30 minutes. This is my second special guest, OG Lucky. Nashy's dirty Niner fan at the moment. Um, and her cat Skippy, who's 11 years old. So what kind of treats does Skippy like the most?
Um, he doesn't like anything soft. He kind of likes hard treats. He likes these ones that are like tuna. They're like tuna flavored. He likes the tuna shrimp flavored ones, and there's like stuff in the middle of them. So he likes those. I got him some soft treats, and I got him some of these like stick things for Christmas, like to try something new. He doesn't want nothing to do with it. He's one of them cats that likes something, and he doesn't really like to switch it up. You know, like he likes the same crap over and over again. Every
Yeah,
time.
some cats just walk away from food if it's not something that they like a lot. They just won't even eat it at all. Um,
Yeah.
uh, what is the memory of Skippy that you like that you'd be willing to share with all of us?
Um, I have millions of memories of Skippy, but I think like the most cutest thing he's ever done and the saddest thing was I had surgery once and I was away for over a month in the hospital, and I came home from the hospital and I couldn't find him and I was yelling for him and he wouldn't come out. And finally I found him behind the furnace. And as soon as he saw me, he meowed and I'll never forget it. I never heard him meow like this before. He was like, meow, like so happy. I just started automatically crying because I felt so bad. He was just so happy to see me. I'll never forget that. He's um yeah. He's real good with other animals too. I need I need to get, another animal.
Um, what kind of animal would you get if you got another animal?
He likes dogs and cats. I would get a cat because it's more convenient for me. But he gets along with anything, all the animals. I had a basset hound and other cats when I first got him. And he got along fine.
A basset hound. That's
Yeah,
wild.
yeah.
Um, what was the name of your basset hound?
His name was Ben.
Oh, that's
Yeah, he was
like
named after Ben Roethlisberger, but that wasn't my choice.
what? It was named after the Steelers quarterback? I did not
Yeah,
know that you were such a Steelers fan, OG Lucky. Thank you,
I'm not.
Fred.
My boyfriend at the time was. I was gonna name him Favre, and he's like, "You're not name. I'm not calling no animal Favre." So I had to let him name the dog in order to get him, and he ended up being Ben.
Okay, well, what's your favorite thing about being a pet owner?
um, I just always loved animals. Like they're so innocent. Their love's unconditional. Their love is just they love you, not for. I mean, like obviously that's kind of what you get them. Um, you know, because they do want treats and whatnot. But pretty much it's unconditional. Like they don't care what you look like or how much money you make or any of that stuff. It's just like sure.
They don't check
It's
your
okay.
credit score, no?
No, well, I don't think so.
They're like, is your credit good? I don't know. There's that part.
Mhm.
What's the worst part about being a pet owner?
um, Money, like it's hard to get them to it's a lot of money to keep them vaccinated, the shot, stuff like that they need to be, let alone if you have an emergency. And it's not like us where we can go to the ER and pay the bill later. Nobody that don't fly, and um, and animals also always seem to get sick on weekends and holidays. When it's the most money to get an emergency visit. That's the worst part about being a pet owner. That I feel like sometimes you can't really take care of them the way you want to. You know.
Yeah.
100%. Because you just can't afford it like that. So
Yeah,
that's
that's
about, that's about
fair.
all I can think of. Yeah.
Um, what have you learned about yourself from being Skippy's mama?
Um, I don't know. I mean, I learned that I guess to be patient and responsible, but I was already those things before him anyway. Um, and I don't know. I just learn how important, especially these last 8 years since I've been sick. I learned how important it is to have a pet, even more so than when I was younger, because they keep your spirits up. They give you a reason to wake up in the morning. Um, like I said, like if I'm sick, crying will come up like my tears. That makes you automatically smile. Like how can you not smile? No matter if you're hurting or if you're sad or whatever.
Thanks. Yeah. Um, where does Skippy sleep at? Thank you, Jamila.
Well, he usually sleeps with me in bed somewhere, but sometimes he sleeps on the couch too. But he's either on the couch or in bed. Lately, since it's been real cold, I've caught him hiding under a dresser by where the heater is because I think it keeps heat in there. But that's like only been like the last like month he's been doing that. So that's why I'm assuming it's the heat thing. But yeah, he sleeps in bed.
What is the strangest thing that Skippy does?
Mm, Hmm, I don't know. He's not really that strange, believe it or not, for being my cat.
Like for Barbie, my cat.
He does like to show people his butt when I'm live. Like he does like to do that. Like it's almost like he knows what he's doing. Like it's funny. Like and I'll be live and then he'll come up and here's a cat, biting the towel. And it's funny because it seems like it seems like he chooses certain people to do it too. It's like the same people all the time. So it's almost like he's like, yeah, like hi Ciroc. Or maybe something like that. Skippy does not love the Cowboys. Skippy is a Packers fan.
So Skippy is a Green Bay Packers fan. I heard that they beat the Cowboys. Is that right, OG Lucky?
Yeah, they really killed the Cowboys.
Yeah, they didn't just. Yeah, okay. I just was clarifying for Fred. He was asking for a friend. So
I got pictures of Fred. Yeah, I haven't showed him
yet. What kind of recommendations do you have for somebody who's thinking about buying or getting a cat?
I say, I personally, now I did have an ACA registered basset hound at one point, so it's kind of a little hypocritical, but since then I've learned a lot. I say, I personally would not buy animals. I personally now am somebody that would get them, from whether it be a litter or the shelter or somewhere, and what was the question again?
Yeah, just, I mean, what kind of recommendations would you have about somebody thinking about getting a cat or even
well, any pet, you have to, for one, make sure you can fit it into your financial things, you have to buy it food and that. You have to get the right pet for you. Like me, I don't want to get a dog because I'm not capable of taking them for walks anymore and doing all that stuff every day. So that would be selfish for the dog. So you have to take, their happiness and welfare into consideration, not just your own. Because I know people that buy huge dogs and live in small apartments and they don't take them out and walk them or, so it has to be somebody that fits your lifestyle, something like that. And just treating them good too. Like I think a lot of it goes to how you treat them is how their personality, just like kids, it turns out, if you want a good cat or dog, make sure you love them up, especially when they're puppies, yeah, I would say.
Yeah, no, I think that's right, and and I do like the idea if you can get to a rescue pet, there are a lot of pets out there that need loving homes and even new little baby puppies and new little baby kittens that the places need for you to adopt. So, adopt before you shop if you can, because that is the way. There's a lot of pets that are sadly put down before they're adopted, and so if you can adopt a pet, please think about it.
I also say make sure you get them fixed too. Get them spayed or neutered. Not being Bob Barker, but it is very important because like around here we see a huge stray cat problem, and unfortunately a lot of them are in people's outdoor cats. And it could be kind of a lot of it could be prevented if you fixed your own animals because springtime comes and there's all these unwanted babies.
Right, absolutely. Yeah.
And you can find programs in your area if you're low income. There's a lot of programs out there now that you can pay like $40 to get your animal fixed and all their shots and stuff, if you look around. So
yeah,
it doesn't have to be so expensive.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's really an important issue and it's an important thought. 100%. OG Lucky, with our last few minutes together, just wanted to get an idea of when you stream here on the platform. If you've got some social media that people can attach to.
Yeah, more like attack. Yeah.
Fred.
I am on Instagram. That's in my profile. I'm a hit and miss streamer. But most of the time when I stream, it's in the morning time. I like to stream from bed a lot because I just like to wake up and to talk to people, and have conversation when I'm waking up in the morning. Um, I don't, and I do things here and there on the app, but yeah, I'm pretty much just you know how I am. I'm around for a couple weeks. You don't see me for a few days. I'm back on for, but I've been around for almost 4 years now. So.
And I also heard recently you just hit your 5 milli. Congratulations.
I know, I did. Thank you. I did.
Congratulations. So please, if you're in the stream and you would like to meet Skippy more, he will come and at least show you some tail, it sounds like. So here's OG Lucky with a favorite. So you can go and visit her streams some more. OG Lucky, thank you for being my second special guest of the evening. And thank you
anytime.
to Skippy Meow. Brr.
He said he tried to tell Chuck Norris hot. That's what he said.
Yeah, Chuck is being locked upstairs so he doesn't knock over the streamer stand tonight. When he wants to be a good kitty and not knock things over, he can come back downstairs. Don't poor Chuck him. No. Anyways, you guys' favorite OG Lucky, Nashy's Dirty Niner fan, for today, but OG Lucky any other day and Skippy.
Yeah, don't make bets, kids. Do not make bets on football games.
What we learned here is that Skippy's favorite football team lost to the Niners and things did not go OG Lucky's way. That's what we found out. So. All right, thank you, OG Lucky.
All right, thank you guys. Have a good day, guys. Bye.
I love that for us. Now, you guys, if you're just coming into Meow and Me, welcome into Meow and Me. We just had my second special guest, OG Lucky, who's also a friend of mine here. She was also on the very first show of Meow and Me back in 2021. So, we've been around for